Hi, I'm Ricky. I am one half of the Tender Trainers. So we at the Tender Trainers, we train subcontractors on how to tender effectively. And basically our goal is to help you make this process as simple and successful as possible so you can win those bigger contracts with less stress. I try and do this on a regular basis, first one for the year. But yeah, feel free to jump on and ask me a question or DM me a question or any topic that you think would be good to cover. Okay, let's get into it then. So, new year, I thought what we could talk about is putting numbers against your turnover targets to be able to help you achieve your turnover goals or your growth goals for your business. So it's a new year, and new year generally means refining goals. And I'm sure most of you or all of you are setting a turnover goal or a growth goal. Or you have an idea of how much you want the business to grow in the year. I know we at the Tender Trainers, we're certainly doing this, and Eva and I are already having this discussion. But how do you take a vague turnover or growth goal and make it into something tangible? So goals, they can seem daunting, right? Especially when we view them from the outset, particularly with medium to long-term goals. You've got a big long-term goal. It can just, when you look at it from the outset, it can seem a little bit impossible, right? What we need to be doing is we need to be breaking our goals down into smaller, achievable milestones, and hence creating a kind of a roadmap to achieving the goal. So today I wanted to talk about a way you can do this with your turnover goal or your growth goal, which is related to your tendering. Okay, so what do you need to collect, and how will this help you achieve your turnover goal? So we need to collect some data here. So firstly, you should know your turnover goal and you should have it down. The figure needs to be practical as well. So what do I mean when I say this? For example, if your turnover goal or your growth goal is growing your business fourfold from where it is now in 1 year, it might not be practical considering the team and the infrastructure that you would need to grow it this quick, right? 100% in my opinion, slow, strong growth is better than quick, chaotic growth. So have that in mind when you're setting your growth goal. Secondly, you should know and you should be tracking your win rate. So I completed a live on exactly this topic on how to do it and the information that you need to collect previously. So I'm not going to go too much into that on this live. If you missed it, check it out. It's on our YouTube channel, The Tender Trainers. Or also feel free to send me a DM and I can send you a link if you'd like. But you should be tracking and collecting data that helps you track your win rate. You should have a feel for your average project size as well. So what is, an average project size that you're currently winning or going to win over the next year? Now, when you have this data, you can work out how many tenders a month you need to go for. So, for example, if your average project size is £100,000 and your target turnover is £600,000, you need to win approximately 6 tenders in the year to achieve your 600K turnover goal. If you have a win rate of 25%, you can work out how many tenders a month you need to go for. And in this example, you need to be going for 2 tenders a month, and you need to win one of those tenders every 2 months to get your 600K wins. So hopefully you can see that when you have this data, you know this data, you can focus your attention to where it needs to be in that case, which again is going to help you achieve the turnover goal. So for example, using this example that I just used, you might not be getting on average 2 tenders a month. So you might need to look at getting more opportunities across your desk. You might need to get more tender opportunities across your desk. So you might need to be doing a bit more networking and LinkedIn or however you get opportunities across your desk. That might need to be where you focus your attention initially. On the flip side, you might be getting more than enough tenders, but you might not be winning many. In this case, you would probably need to focus on increasing your win rate more. So yeah, hopefully you can kind of see how this can help, right? When we work with clients, making them strong, this is part of the process, and it falls under our protection P, which is one of the 4 Ps of tendering. All right, cool. Yeah, that's kind of it. In summary, collecting data and analyzing this data, it's going to help you with your roadmap to achieving your turnover goals. And it's going to be also guiding you to create strategies and helping you direct your efforts. And ultimately, this is going to help you achieve your growth goals. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's it for today. I like to keep these nice and short and sweet. Stay tuned for my next live. I'll cover another impactful tendering topic. If you found this useful, check out our YouTube channel, The Tender Trainers, and also keep in touch. We hold a monthly Tender Talk, it's called, which is a free training session. So yeah, DM me if you want me to come and I'll make sure you get the invite. All right, thank you, and I'll see you again soon.